Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to today talk about an illness that affects every American family. It's an illness that is devastating. It's Alzheimer's and related dementia. It's the most expensive illness in America today, and it will become even more expensive in the future. Today, $1 out of $5 spent by Medicare is spent treating Alzheimer's, the most expensive of all our illnesses. As we look to the future, we're going to find that this disease, Alzheimer's, is going to grow to over $1.5 trillion of cost by 2050, partly due to the baby boomers and their growth in the demography of this nation, but also because of the extraordinary expense that this illness brings to us. So this is the power curve that we're looking at. If you're concerned about the deficit, you need to be concerned about Alzheimer's. If you're concerned about the American family, you need to be concerned about Alzheimer's. Here's what we're looking at for what is the second biggest cost in the federal budget. That's Medicare and Medicaid. And here's the growth that we're looking at over a period of the next 35 years, from some $122 billion to over $880 billion. So as you look at the federal budget in the years ahead, as you look at Medicare, as you begin to think about the deficit that confronts this nation, this is where you need to look, because this is where the big expenditure is going to be made. It's going to be in Alzheimer's and related illnesses to it. This is it. What can we do about this? Well, we could sit and fuss and fume. We can take care of our seniors, or we can recognize the reality of what it means when we spend money on research, when we spend money on getting ahead of the illnesses. These are the major illnesses that confront America today. You can take a look here. Breast cancer, there's been a decrease in mortality. Prostate cancer, a decrease. Heart disease, a 16% decrease. Stroke, a 23%. And, of course, HIV/AIDS, an extraordinary 42% decrease in the deaths from these major illnesses. Oh, over here on the purple one on the right, Alzheimer's. Decrease? No. Increase? 68% increase from 2000 to 2010. This is the reality of the most prevalent, the most expensive, and the most devastating disease that confronts Americans and really the rest of the world. What can we do about it? Well, let's take a look at this chart. Alzheimer's spending, treatment versus research. Well, let's see. We're spending $150 billion on the treatment. This is Medicare and Medicaid. And research, oh, way down here, $566 million on research. So if you want to drive the deficit to even greater depths, treat, but don't do research. However, if you want to solve this problem, we know how to do it. In fact, we've done it many, many times. If you take a look at cancer, we're spending $5.418 billion on cancer research. Cancer deaths are down. HIV, we're spending $2.978 billion on HIV/AIDS. HIV/AIDS deaths are down by 42%. Cardiovascular, $2 billion. Cardiovascular deaths, strokes and heart disease down. Alzheimer's, $566 million. We know the answer. The question is whether we're willing to put our money where we can solve the most devastating, the most prevalent, and the most expensive of all illnesses. Change this, little purple. Bring it back up, perhaps to $2 billion a year, as we do with HIV, AIDS, cardiovascular, and cancer. Spend the research money. We're close in many ways across this nation with programs that are underway. Here's the specific ask that I make to this Congress. Not $2 billion, but $200 million additional money in the appropriations that we're doing today.
The gentleman's time has expired.
Thank you for the time.